Hey guys, what's good? My alias is Himura Hal, H-A-L, and today I'll be watching two of the performances by The Warning at the TEDx University of Nevada. And looks like from the video description, it says that The Warning has performed 3 songs over here, which are Unmendable, When I'm Alone, and Survive. And for the performance of Survive done at this particular venue, I've seen the performance quite a number of times already, so I won't be reacting to that one, but I'll be reacting to the other 2 songs. One of them is When I'm Alone, which is a song that I have heard possibly a few times on Spotify before when I was going through their 21st Century Blood album on Spotify. So I have heard it on Spotify, but this will be the first time that I'm watching it as a live performance. And for the song Unmendable, it's one of my favorite songs of The Warning from their 21st Century Blood album, and I have seen possibly a few times this performance of Unmendable at the TEDx University of Nevada, but not as many times as I've seen Survive before. So I would be also watching the performance of Unmendable here and commenting on it as well. And now I'll be watching the TEDx University of Nevada performances by The Warning. This will be the first time that I'm watching through the entire performance, with the exception of watching Survive at the end, because I have seen Survive a couple of times and I know that this is the song that they have closed the performance on. So I'm quite keen to watch When I'm Alone and Unmendable back to back. Okay, looks like they are starting out with a really high energy and starting out with Unmendable, so that's cool. Immediately on the first beat, it already sounds quite hard hitting. Can we stop and also appreciate how Danny is playing those riffs while singing at the same time? I think it's something that's not particularly easy, especially since I do also play guitar and sing at the same time as well. And I feel that strumming and singing is alright, but playing riffs, fast riffs, and singing at the same time would be something that's, I would think, is quite hard. You were never next to us, your life will never good enough like fools. We should say look at Paulina hitting the drums. She's really moving and enjoying the music and headbanging, which is exactly what I'm doing as well. This is such a nice, energetic and powerful sounding song. I really like Paulina's style here when she was performing at TEDx University of Nevada. I noticed in this particular venue, which I don't seem to see her do anymore, possibly because she's playing drums with better form now. But during this period, I enjoyed her drumming quite a lot because she really raises her hand up to hit the drums. These days, I noticed that Paulina is keeping her arms closer to her body and not raising her hands as high up to drum, which is a good thing as well, that she's improving on her drumming technique and form. But I really also like the way that she drummed back then, when she really raises her hands up to hit the drums. I think it's quite entertaining to see. Alright, this is one part that I really like about Unmendable, and that's the harmonies. So I noticed that Alejandra was doing the harmonies for the chorus and Paulina as well. And I think that Alejandra's harmonies in this song is quite on point. It sounds really nice. It adds an additional layer to the song. Paulina's drumming in this song is really great. It has such a exciting sound to it, and the way she drums in this particular venue, how she raises her hands to hit the drums, it just looks like such a fun time. So let me go back.
You deserve. It's unmendable for better or for worse. You'll get what you deserve. It's unmendable for better or for worse. You'll get what you deserve. It's unmendable for better or for worse. You'll get what you deserve.
Alright, so that's another thing that I really want to comment on about this song. How Danny is singing without looking like she's taking much breaks in the song, and then she goes into that high part where it's an octave higher, and later on in the song she'll do it again, where at the end of the song she really hasn't had much chance to take much breaths, and then she goes to the high octave. So I always thought that this is quite an impressive part of this song.
When you roll along, when I want to hold, don't come here 'cause we won't be here. You let us off, we gave you trust. You were best 'cause you chose them over us. It's unmendable for better or for worse. You'll get what you deserve. It's unmendable for better or for worse. You'll get what you deserve.
Yeah, so that was what I was talking about. Just after she went an octave higher, she went down again, and then without much chance to take a break or take a breath, she goes back up into that high octave of the chorus. So I always thought that is quite impressive. And Alejandra's backing vocals there were on point as well. So let me see what note Daniela was singing just now. Wow, the entire phrase was C sharp 5s all the way. That's impressive. So let us go back there again. Yeah, that's pretty hard. It's C sharp 5s all the way, and that's considering that she has already sung it once just now, went back down without much chance to take a breath, and then went back up to the string of C sharp 5s again. So this is a part of the song that has always sounded impressive to me, because even though it sounds like the vowel of the phrase is on a E, and I'm really geeking out here with the vocal talk, so you might want to skip this part if it's a bit boring to you. This is quite interesting to me because even though I'm not a vocal coach, and possibly I might be just gibbering here, but it sounds to me like the phrase is on an E vowel and then it goes to a vowel. So on paper it sounds like based on the vowels this would be an easy phrase to sing, but when I actually tried to hear what pitch this whole phrase was at, it was consistently at an E sharp 5 all the way. And for her to do that phrase, and not only do that phrase but do it back to back from the high octave just now, going back low without much chance to take a breath, and then going back there again. That's actually quite impressive. And one thing that I would also like to add is that I think that the way that they have written the lyrics for this part is quite intelligent. And I might be overthinking this. This is something that I remember before, where Steve Perry, which is the lead vocalist of Journey, once mentioned before that when he's writing the lyrics to certain songs, he will use certain words that have vowels that will allow him to navigate the lyrics better. So that let's say if a certain line is quite challenging to sing because of the notes in it, he will use certain words or vowels that are easier to open up on those difficult phrases. So I feel that in this song the writing is quite intelligent, because in this particular part where Danny goes higher and then goes back lower and then goes back to that high octave again that is full of C sharp fives, is using a E vowel to a vowel. So it's unmendable for better or for worse, y'all. It's a bit easier to sing in that sense, these few words, but of course the whole thing is still hard to sing, because she doesn't have much chance to take a breather and the whole passage is C sharp fives. But I feel that that's an intelligent way to make things more manageable. Alright, so let us go back again to that part. I like Paulina's drumming at the end of this song. That was great. Alright, so let's carry on to the next song, which I believe is When I'm Alone. This song I might have heard it a few times on Spotify before, but I don't really recall how it goes right now, and this will be the first time that I'm watching a live performance of it.
Thank you so much. Hello, we are The Warning. We are three sisters with a passion for music. I'm Alejandra.
I'm Paulina.
And I'm Daniela.
We feel so honored of being here playing for you. Thank you so much for the invitation. We are especially excited because we already finished our first original album. And the songs that you're gonna listen today are part of it. We're gonna tell you a little bit of what's it about and why we love what we do so much.
Our album is basically about the 21st century and its society, and some of the things that we would like to change about it. Hence its name, 21st Century Blood. We worked really hard on this album. We put so much time and care into it. Sure, we took a very long time making it, since we were extremely careful to never lose sight of what we wanted our first album to be like. And thanks to all the people who helped us get what we needed, it was possible.
Yeah, and we've had...
Can I say how well spoken Paulina is? It looks like she is quite young in this performance. I think I remember seeing comments before that Danny was around 16, Paulina was around 14, and Alejandra was around 12. And Paulina is quite well spoken, really well spoken at this particular event.
many offers and requests from people who wanted to be a part of our journey. But they always wanted to change an aspect of who we were and what we wanted to do as a band in the business point of view. And that made us feel very disappointed because, I mean, why would we have to change ourselves to be successful? So this album is the result of us completely ignoring those people and doing our own thing because, thank you. One of the most important things to us is staying true to ourselves and what we want to do as musicians. I mean, of course, we did listen to those people and what they had to say, but in the end, we didn't go with it because they wanted to change us for the wrong reasons. For us, music is born through feelings and inspiration. It's art, and it's our creative output, not just business. So this next song is called When I'm Alone.
Really wise words.
Full of color on the outside, but I only see in black and white. I'm desperate for some light in the corners of my mind. Having hope but not enough, reaching out to find no one. Am I the only soul to have lost all control? It gets hard to breathe, stuck in between our words. Has become my baby, I'm in, and there's no escape from bubbles in my head. It's driving me crazy. Nobody understands. My sanity's not going to last, and I'm all on through the night. Everyone will think I'm alright, but nobody knows when I'm dragging along. When I'm
I like this song. It has a bit of a emo rock kind of sound, in my opinion. I think it reminds me of My Chemical Romance. Since this is the first time that I'm listening to the song, I'm still trying to hear more of it. Or rather, not the first time that I'm listening to the song. I have heard it on Spotify before, but I don't really have much memory of this song. But since it's the first time that I'm also watching a performance of this song, I'm still trying to listen to the different elements of this song before I say more.
When I'm alone, I'm about to tear out this page, but it's something I can't erase. I wish I could rewrite the story of my life. What I hide every day behind the mask, there's pain. They say I'm not alone, but do they even know? It gets hard to breathe, stuck in between our words. That's become my baby, and there's no escape from what was in.
I feel that for me, one of the reasons why this song works is because on one hand, it sounds to me like a emo rock kind of song, and at the same time, they're also putting quite a lot of passion into performing this song.
In my head, it's driving me crazy. Nobody understands. My sanity's not going to last, and I'll fall on through the night. Everyone will think I'm alright.
Actually, now that I think about it, Danny kind of reminds me of Jared Way from My Chemical Romance. Sometimes during her performances, the way that she makes those facial expressions and has that passion and attitude when she's singing and performing. I remember them mentioning that My Chemical Romance is one of their inspirations, and I'm a fan of My Chemical Romance as well.
But nobody knows I'm dragging along when I'm alone. Nobody understands.
That was an awesome guitar solo. I don't usually hear Danny play this kind of solo, and I kind of wish that she would play more solos like this. I felt that it has a soulful and inspiring sound to it. So let me go back to that guitar solo. thing that is quite cool to me is that not only is Danny singing with a lot of energy and passion and playing such great solos, Paulina is also very energetic, and also Alejandra, which I think is around 12 years of age at this performance. She is also moving a lot and giving a great performance to the crowd.
But nobody knows what I hold in my soul when I'm alone. When I'm alone.
Through the whole process, we've had a lot of struggles. It's been a very difficult path. We went through one obstacle only to be greeted by another one, and another one, and another one. And when we thought we were finally finished, turns out there were many more obstacles to face.
With so many difficulties along the way, we sometimes felt very discouraged. But in the long run, all those nights where we couldn't sleep, all those situations that we thought were never going to end, only made us stronger as a band and as a family. We know that anyone can relate to having a struggle in their life and how hard it can be to rise above it. But please, fight. Fight for your dreams and for what you believe in, just like we still are today. Even though it may feel like you're not getting anywhere and that it's just not worth it, believe me, your dreams are worth fighting for, and there will be a positive outcome in the end.
All we have a
Their passion is really infectious over here, and looks like there's a lot of people in the crowd. And for them to be so eloquent at this age, and also after playing through that performance where it looks like they're still catching their breath, I feel that you can tell from this that their ability to strive under pressure is quite high.
accomplished. Thank you. All we have accomplished is thanks to a vital part of us as a band, our family, and we are very grateful for that. Family has been and still is the most important part in this process. We have been through highs and lows together, and keeping this trust or love or whatever you want to call it, keeping it intact is extremely important to us, because everything we have done has been because we, as a family, have stuck together. And by family, we don't just mean our parents, which of course have been our main supporters through all of this. And without them, we wouldn't be here today. But by family, we mean our special team that is always there for us, and all the people we have worked with, and of course, all the people who have supported us through this incredible journey.
And now we value all the work that is behind every album we listen. It's really shocking how we as music listeners don't really notice all the extremely hard work that is put into making an album. And even though it still has a huge impact on us. I mean, you can't deny that there's always that one song that can make you happy just by listening to it, or give you courage when you need it. Music is that one companion that will always be there through everything, the one who will know exactly how you're feeling. Music is passion, music is hope, music is life.
We want to thank you all for your time, and we're going to say goodbye with this last song called Survive. You have been warned!
And there's that legendary phrase, music is passion, music is hope, music is life. You have been warned. I thought that this was really interesting to hear the whole segment from them. And Alejandra was only 12 years old at that time, and even though it looks like she's the sister that doesn't speak too much, but over here I was quite impressed that she was so eloquent at that age. Alright, so this next song will be Survive, which I've watched a number of times before, so I won't be watching this particular song. But overall, what I can tell from the two performances is that they were really great performances as well as speakers at that young age already. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, please subscribe and give this video a like. Take care guys, bye.